You new investors and moneymakers, welcome back to the channel. November 19th, that's when we are going to see the earnings that Nio is going to share with us. Nio has been doing pretty well. Yesterday on a Friday, we were up 0.15%, $6.90, which is pretty pivotal moment for the Nio stock price for last 5 days. We are up 2.22. We were down for last 1 month. Take a look at this chart, which we are down 2%, which is again in line with what we see for other stocks, right? In the same category. XPENG was down 5.13%. It is up 1.72% in last 5 days. 1 day it was up 0.70%. So once again, if we go back to 1 month, XPENG was down 5%, where Nio was down 2%. Let me show you what Tesla is doing. It was down 3.40% for last 1 day, which was on Friday, but for last 1 month, it is also down 1.5%. So Nio is pretty much doing what the market and the industry is doing. But the great thing that I wanted to tell you is Nio is going to get their earning out on November 19th. So we are about a couple of weeks into the earning season for Nio, and it is going to create a lot of catalyst moment for Nio. And I'll tell you in 1 minute why it is pretty important. Because Nio mentioned, Lee Bean mentioned that they want to get profitable. Company's profitability forecast for the fourth quarter. And once they announce that, that is going to create momentum in the stock price. Before I go ahead, I just wanted to ask you to hit the like button, because I'm going to share juicy information about Nio. Also, it is very, very important to have the knowledge and information at the right time, because Nio is going to share their earning. They're also going to share the guidance as to what they are doing in terms of the profitability. And I want to make sure that I share this information, the knowledge and my research with you, hoping you can make informed financial decision. So at the list, hit the like button. I need 100 likes on this video so we can share this information with more and more people, especially if you own Nio, or if you are trying to get into Nio, or if you are going to have the swing trades in Nio. This could be your moment. This could be your opportunity. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel so you get notification every single time I post the video about Nio, and turn the notification on. With that, let me tell you what is happening. So again, on a Friday, we have seen the momentum in the stock price. However, I did not really see the volume, because volume is something that tells you how the importance of the stock into the stock market. If you're new to this channel, we always talk about volume. Volume is number of shares transacted during that trading session. Our volume was 48% versus the average, which means the volume was 38 million compared to the 65-day average of 80 or 81 million stocks that they were traded. But overall, I like what I see, because I'm happy with the price point that it is moving into. So if you take a look at this chart, overall, this is 1 day chart, and overall we moved in the positive direction. For last 5 days, we are pretty flat. So we started like last 5 days with almost $6.91, and we are closed on a Friday with also $6.92. So we are pretty flat. So, and again, the market was also moving in that direction, so I'm not super worried about this. But what we can get out of that is we have seen the 125 million in volume on October 16th. After that, the volume has been dropping. However, on Friday, we had seen low volume of 38 million, which in my opinion, people are being very cautious. Swing traders are not swing trading. Part of the reason is there is no short volume. Take a look right here. The short volume, people are playing. The short sellers are playing pretty cautiously, right? 33% short volume. When we had 20.5 million in total FINRA volume, we had only seen 6.8 million short volume. Back in the days, if you think about like a few months back, we were seeing 50 to 60% short volume. That's no longer the case. And guys, ladies and gentlemen, we are up. So let's take a look at year to date. Year to date, we are up 59% or 58%, as you see. We have seen the bump, right? Like 1 year, we're up 18%, and year to date, we're up 58, 59%. But we have seen higher highs. Again, higher highs, one more higher highs. So we go slightly lower, but directionally, we are going up. So let's take a look right here on this chart. This is last 5-day chart. As you can see on my screen, this is moving average. We dropped and we are trying to get back up. But if you take a look at 1 month chart, you should be able to see, or at least let's say 3 months chart, right? So the red bar here is moving average. It is going in perfectly positive direction. It was down to $3.78. As you can see on the right hand side here, you can see the price point. So we started with $3.83 and we are up more than 2x, $6.69 in terms of the moving average for last 3 months. So that is pretty positive, right? We are going up, down, but overall, in the grand scheme of things, we are going in the right direction. This is for 3 months, right? 1 month, we are still going up. Let's take a look at this chart. The red bar is going up, and up. Again, this is a pretty good sign in my opinion. Again, remember, I'm not a financial advisor nor a certified professional. What I do is a lot of research and I share this with you, hoping you can make informed decision. At the end of the day, that's your own money. So do whatever works best for you. Don't go by some random YouTuber telling you buy or sell. You do your own research. My goal here is to share the information and the research that I do, hoping you can make informed financial decision. Now remember, what can happen, right? If Nio comes back in the earning call and tells us that they're working on profitability and in the fourth quarter they're going to be profitable, that is going to change the game. Why? Because right here they have been doing negative net income quarter over quarter, and it is not a small number. This is not in dollars. It is the local currency. So remember that part as well. Their net income in June 2025, which is Q2, negative 5.14 billion. In Q1, negative 6.89 billion. In December, that is Q4 2024, negative 7 billion plus. My point is, they have been in negative trajectory forever, for a long period of time. So if they start all of a sudden positive in terms of the cash flow and not negative cash income, that is going to be really, really, really important. And I'll tell you in 1 second why it can hit $8. But before that, he meaning Lee Bean, he emphasized that achieving quarterly profitability is crucial task for our entire team to demonstrate the operational efficiency. And guys, that is important. They're also saying that the management capability, and it is something that we must accomplish. This is what Lee Bean is saying. This is not just for the show, but serves as the cornerstone for a company's long-term sustainable development. That means all the rumors that Nio is in trouble, where they're going to get the money from, they're going to get bankrupt, all that rumors are going to end at that point. And that's when Nio will start going into the positive direction. Now let's talk about what the consensus is. I went ahead and plugged this into AI. Now remember, what AI tells me is collection of a lot of information from various websites, and that based on that, the average target price that analysts are talking about is $6.16 to $6.80. Remember, this is subject to change, and that can change pretty quickly as well. The higher forecast is $8.60. I do believe that Nio will go to $8 very, very soon. Again, that's my personal opinion, so take it with a grain of salt. The lower forecast is $3, and that's based on the statistical formulas and compounding and whatever that they're doing in complex mathematics. But no one really knows, because no one has crystal ball, not you, not me, nor the analysts, right? So at the end of the day, you really want to do your own due diligence and research. But here I'm telling you that examining the fair value after the share price recovery and ongoing volatility is going to change the game. Second thing is, if Nio is not believed by short sellers, which means short sellers are staying away from Nio, they are worried, cautious, and scared that they don't want to sell and short sell Nio. That is also going to add up. That is going to be positive sign. more than anything else, don't forget that November 19th is going to be on 2025. So within 3 weeks, next 3 weeks, mid-November, that's when it's going to build momentum. Now, if Nio comes back and says, okay, we are going to be profitable 100%, that is going to bring a lot more positive volatility into the stock price. Now, last time, before a few days, we went to $8.02. That is in this month of October, ladies and gentlemen. So we can go back there again. Right now, we are at $6.90 and we can go to $8.02. We're talking about $1.10, 12, 13 cents in terms of positive growth that Nio can get. Now, if you're trying to get into the zone of swing trade, that could be the best price point that you want to really keep in mind. Now, did we go to $6 range? Yes, we did. We did go to $6.28. But take a look right here. Lots and lots of people might have bought the stock for swing trade, and they're all in positive. They're all in money. So with 628, they're still making money, and I don't believe that many people sold that yet because they're waiting for $8 range, right? We did not really go to $8 from 628. 628, the highest we went from there is $7.06. That is still a pretty good positive gain if you think about, right? Like, so it is almost 15% gain, 10 to 15% gain just in, I want to say, 3 or 4 trading sessions. It's a pretty good thing, but I don't believe that everyone sold because the volume started going down, like from 225 million went to 76 million, went to 52 million, went to 35 million, so on and so forth. So the volume is not picking up. Now at one point it'll start going to pick up, and I think that's my guess, and my hunch is that people are waiting for the earnings season and they are waiting for Nio to tell them what they're going to do. So keep that in mind. Right now we are having a low volume. Before that, let's take a look. Before that, October 2nd, when did they go to $8? Not for a long time, right? So overall what we are seeing is from $4 they went to $5, from $5 they went to $6, $6 they went to $7. Now trust me, when they go to $8.25, that's when the FOMO will kick in. What is FOMO? Like, people will feel that they're left out of this, right? Fear of missing out. That's going to kick in when the stock price will go to $8.25, and people will start jumping in from left and right. That will push the stock price even higher levels. But again, this is all guesstimate, right? Like, I don't really have super solid basis, but what I am going to do for you guys is I'll be sharing the information. I'll keep updating you. I'll do my research. I'll do my analysis. Again, not a financial advisor, not a certified professional, but my goal is to share all this research and analysis with you, hoping you can make informed financial decisions. So do me a favor. I need 100 likes on this video. So if you haven't clicked the like button, click the like button. Doesn't cost you anything. It motivates me. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.